Have you ever asked yourself why some people seem untouchable? Why nothing ever seems to shake them, no matter what life throws their way? You see them walk through chaos with calm eyes, navigate stress without folding, and respond to disrespect with composure instead of rage. And maybe you've wondered how they do it. The truth is they feel it all, but they've made a decision to stop giving everything their energy, a decision to act as if nothing bothers them. Not because they're cold, not because they're numb, but because they've finally realized something most people never do. Reacting is a trap. And the moment you fall for it, you give away your power. You know that feeling when someone says something that cuts deep and all you want to do is fight back? That instant urge to defend yourself, to explain, to prove something? That's the test. That's the crossroads. Because every reaction is a transaction. You trade your peace for the illusion of control. You trade your focus for temporary relief. And you never win. But when you pause, when you take a breath, when you choose stillness over chaos, everything changes. You take your power back. You stop being someone who gets pulled by every wave, and you become the one who learns to walk on water. Life won't stop throwing challenges your way. People won't stop testing your patience, doubting your worth, or trying to knock you off center. But when you act as if nothing bothers you, you create space between the trigger and your response. And in that space, you grow. You realize you don't have to attend every argument you're invited to. You don't have to prove your value to anyone who's already made up their mind. You don't have to carry every insult, every opinion, every disappointment. You can let it go. And in that choice, you rise. This isn't about pretending. It's not about hiding your pain or masking your truth. It's about leading yourself with strength. It's about choosing dignity over drama. And most of all, it's about protecting the most valuable thing you have, your energy. Because the world doesn't respect people who explode at every insult. It respects the ones who stay grounded, the ones who move with purpose, not impulse, the ones who can face pressure and still walk like they own the ground beneath them. So ask yourself, what would change in your life if you stopped letting everything get to you? How much more peace would you feel? How much more control would you have? This isn't just about self-control, it's about self-respect. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. You just need to own your presence. Stay with this, because by the end of this journey, you won't just act like nothing bothers you. You'll become someone who's above it. Calm, strong, unshaken. That version of you is already in there. Let's bring it out. Power doesn't always look loud. Sometimes it looks like still eyes in a storm, like a calm breath when everything inside you is screaming, like silence when ego begs you to speak. The truth is, real strength isn't measured by how forcefully you react. It's measured by how gracefully you choose not to. And that choice, it's a skill, one built in the moments when it's hardest to stay composed. Anyone can be calm when things are easy, but growth begins when you learn to stay calm when it isn't. You're not weak for feeling, you're human. The goal isn't to stop feeling, but to stop letting feelings drive your decisions. The moment you place distance between what you feel and what you do, you shift from being controlled to being in control. That's emotional strength, and it's one of the most powerful skills you can ever build. People think strength means force. It doesn't. It means control. It means knowing when to speak, when to walk away, when to breathe through the urge to react. Because the world will keep testing you through stress, disrespect, pressure, and pain. And every time it does, you'll have a choice: react and shrink, or pause and rise. There's freedom in not reacting, in knowing that someone else's words don't define you, that one bad moment doesn't get to ruin your entire day, that the chaos outside doesn't need to become chaos inside. When you act as if nothing bothers you, you're not running from emotion, you're mastering it. And through that mastery, you become someone the world can't easily shake. That's rare. That's powerful. That's peace. And that's the kind of peace that doesn't just protect you, it empowers you. Imagine how much clearer your mind would be if you stopped letting small things live rent-free in your head. Imagine how much more energy you'd have if you stopped pouring it into battles that don't deserve you. When you act unbothered, you reclaim all the energy you used to waste, and you redirect it into your goals, your vision, your strength, into becoming someone who isn't just pretending to be strong, but is actually built from the inside out. People will try to get reactions from you because your attention is valuable. Your presence holds weight. Don't give it away so easily. Make them earn it. Learn to smile when they expect anger. Stay focused when they expect you to fold. That contrast, it confuses them, but it builds you. It teaches your nervous system a new rhythm. It teaches your mind a new pattern. It makes you more resilient, more stable, more powerful with every test. This is the version of you that doesn't flinch, that doesn't get dragged into the noise, that rises above it every time. Stay here. Keep going. Because what you're building isn't just control, it's command. And the world listens when you move like someone who no longer needs to react. Your body and mind are connected in ways you might not fully realize. The way you carry yourself sends signals to your brain before your thoughts even form. Stand tall, breathe steady, move with intention. These physical acts change how you feel inside. Science shows that the brain doesn't always distinguish between what's real and what's practiced. When you act strong, confident, and unbothered, your mind begins to believe it. This is not pretending, it is training. By choosing your posture and your tone, you reshape your inner world. You teach yourself resilience. You tell your nervous system that you are safe, in control, and capable. This is how transformation begins. When tension rises, your body tightens, your breath shortens, and your mind races. But when you slow down your body, your mind follows. When you act as if nothing bothers you, you calm your body first. You slow your breathing, soften your gaze, relax your shoulders. These simple acts shift your entire state. The external world may still be stormy, but inside, you create a sanctuary. This sanctuary is not built on denial or suppression. It is built on choice. You decide where your energy goes. You decide how much power you give to any situation. When you master your physical response, you break the automatic cycle of reaction. The brain loves patterns, and the more you practice calm, the more it becomes your default. It rewires itself. This is neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt and grow. Every time you respond with calm instead of chaos, you strengthen the pathways of peace and control. Over time, acting unbothered becomes less of an act and more of your nature. You are no longer at the mercy of every trigger. Instead, you become the one who triggers change in others. The power shifts. You stop being a victim of circumstance and become the architect of your response. Imagine walking into any room carrying this energy, calm, steady, unshaken. People feel it, they respect it. It doesn't come from arrogance or indifference, it comes from deep self-mastery. This presence tells the world that you are not easily broken, that you are worthy of respect, that you have a steady flame no wind can extinguish. When you combine this with emotional control, you build an unbreakable foundation, one that supports every dream, every goal, every ambition, the foundation that allows you to face whatever comes with courage rather than fear. This is the work of mastering yourself. It is the highest form of power. The power to decide who you are no matter the noise around you. It is freedom. Freedom from the opinions, the chaos, the judgments that once drained your energy. When you act as if nothing bothers you, you claim this freedom. You claim your peace. You become the calm in the eye of the storm, the steady force everyone else looks to. This transformation is not easy. It demands practice, patience, and persistence. But it is one of the most rewarding journeys you can take. Your body leads your mind, and your mind leads your life. Choose to lead with strength. Choose to act like nothing bothers you, not because you don't feel, but because you refuse to be controlled. This choice creates space where your power grows, where your peace deepens, and where your true self can finally rise. Keep stepping into this power. The more you do, the more unshakable you become. And that is the path to lasting freedom. Detachment is often misunderstood. It's not about shutting down or becoming cold. It's about reclaiming control over what owns your mind and heart. When you detach, you create a boundary between what happens outside and what happens inside. You stop letting external chaos dictate your inner peace. The world will always throw challenges, criticism, and conflict your way, but detachment teaches you to observe without absorbing. It's a skill that protects your energy and preserves your focus. When you act as if nothing bothers you, you are not ignoring reality. You are choosing not to be enslaved by it. Detachment allows you to feel fully without being overwhelmed. It's like watching a storm from a safe distance instead of being caught in the downpour. You acknowledge the pain, the frustration, the fear, but you don't let them pull you under. This separation creates clarity. It opens space for rational thought and deliberate action instead of impulsive reaction. When you detach, you stop playing defense against every attack. You no longer need to justify yourself to anyone. You stop reacting to every jab, every slight, every disappointment. Instead, you rise above. You conserve your energy for what truly matters. your growth, your goals, your peace. This control is a game changer. It shifts your mindset from victim to victor. You stop reacting like a leaf tossed in the wind and start standing firm like a rooted tree. People will try to provoke you. They will seek to test your limits. Detachment means you don't give them the satisfaction, or you don't feed the fire. Instead, you maintain your calm center, knowing that your power lies in your composure. This is strength disguised as stillness. It's not passive, it's active control, and it makes you unstoppable. Detachment also builds resilience. When you're no longer tied to every outcome, you become flexible instead of fragile. You learn to bend without breaking. You understand that your value isn't determined by others' opinions or temporary setbacks. This perspective frees you from the emotional roller coaster that drains so many. You start to see challenges as opportunities to practice calm, to test your boundaries, to deepen your strength. This mindset fuels transformation. It rewires your brain to expect peace instead of chaos, to seek growth instead of resistance. When you act like nothing bothers you, you don't just protect your peace, you become a beacon of stability in a turbulent world. Others notice. They respect you. They're drawn to your quiet confidence because it promises safety, strength, and reliability. You become someone others look to when the pressure rises because you've mastered the art of detachment. You've learned that true power isn't in reacting, but in choosing not to. That control is freedom, and freedom is the foundation for lasting success and happiness. This is your invitation to practice detachment, to stop letting every disruption steal your calm, to step into a new way of being, one where you feel deeply but respond deliberately, where your peace is non-negotiable and your power undeniable. When you make this choice, you don't just act as if nothing bothers you, you become the person who truly is unshaken, unbreakable, and unstoppable. The path is yours to walk. The power is yours to claim. The peace is yours to protect. Your mind is the battleground where your greatest victories and defeats take place. Every thought you entertain shapes who you become and how you show up in the world. When you allow negative thoughts to control you, they become chains that weigh you down, preventing you from moving forward. But when you act as if nothing bothers you, you train your mind to reject those chains. You refuse to give power to thoughts that do not serve your growth. This is mental discipline, a force stronger than any external challenge because it shapes your reality from the inside out. Thoughts are not facts, they are fleeting signals that can either guide or mislead you. The moment you believe every negative thought, you surrender your power. But you can learn to observe thoughts without judgment, without panic, without immediate reaction. This awareness creates space to choose which thoughts to follow and which to discard. Acting unbothered is a practice of mental filtering, where you protect your focus and energy by letting only what helps you thrive remain. This is not denial, it is clarity. It is the conscious decision to build a fortress of positive, empowering beliefs that shape your actions and your life. When you master your mental state, external disturbances lose their grip. Criticism, setbacks, failures, they no longer define you or dictate your mood. You begin to understand that your value is intrinsic, not dependent on outside approval or circumstances. This realization frees you from the endless cycle of validation seeking and fear of rejection. You become your own anchor. Your confidence no longer sways with every gust of opinion or every moment of disappointment. Instead, it stands firm, rooted in self-awareness and resilience. The power of this mindset is transformative. It rewires your brain to expect peace and strength instead of chaos and doubt. You start to see problems not as threats but as challenges to overcome with calm and strategy. This mental training boosts your confidence, sharpens your focus, and fuels your ambition. Acting as if nothing bothers you becomes a shield that protects your dreams from the noise of doubt and fear. It turns your mind into a sanctuary where creativity, courage, and clarity flourish. Imagine the freedom of waking up each day without the weight of worry or the sting of past hurts dragging you down. Picture yourself moving through life with a steady mind, unshaken by criticism or setbacks. This is not a fantasy, it is a choice, a daily commitment to master your thoughts and refuse to give power to anything that distracts or diminishes you. The more you practice this, the more natural it becomes. The more you act as if nothing bothers you, the more your mind becomes a source of strength instead of struggle. This is the heart of transformation. When you control your mind, you control your life. When you choose to act unbothered, you create a foundation for unstoppable progress. The world will keep challenging you, but your mind will become your greatest ally, not your enemy. Stay committed to this practice. Protect your mental space fiercely, because inside this calm, focused mind lies the power to create everything you desire and more. Your transformation starts here. Every moment you spend reacting to what bothers you, you lose precious energy that could be invested in your growth. This energy is your most valuable resource. It fuels your creativity, your willpower, your ability to overcome obstacles. When you act as if nothing bothers you, you stop wasting this energy on unnecessary battles and redirect it toward what truly matters. The strength to rise above distractions and drama becomes your greatest asset. You begin to understand that your energy is finite, and guarding it fiercely is the key to lasting success and inner peace. Distractions and emotional disturbances pull you into a cycle of stress and exhaustion. When you give in to irritation, anger, or hurt, you become a prisoner of your own reactions. But when you choose to stay unbothered, you break free from this cycle. You become the master of your energy flow. Instead of allowing external triggers to drain you, you conserve your strength to build, to create, to pursue your vision. This shift alone can change everything. The ability to stay calm under pressure makes you more effective, more focused, and more unstoppable. Your mind craves direction. Left unchecked, it will wander toward negativity, doubt, and fear. But when you intentionally act as if nothing bothers you, you provide your mind with a new direction, a path toward calm, control, and clarity. This creates a powerful loop. The calmer you act, the calmer you feel. The calmer you feel, the more control you gain, and the more control you have, the stronger your resolve becomes. This loop strengthens your willpower and sharpens your focus, allowing you to move forward with greater confidence and less hesitation. Energy is also contagious. When you maintain your calm and show unshaken strength, others sense it. Your energy influences the atmosphere around you. People respect the person who remains steady amid chaos, because stability inspires trust and confidence. Acting as if nothing bothers you sends a clear message. You are grounded, focused, and in control. This magnetic energy draws opportunity, support, and respect. You no longer need to prove yourself through reaction or drama. Your presence alone commands attention and admiration. Imagine the freedom of living each day without being drained by conflict, criticism, or stress. Picture yourself protecting your energy like a fortress, keeping only what empowers you inside. This is not about avoiding challenges. It's about choosing how you engage with them. It's about preserving your strength for the battles worth fighting. Every moment you practice this, you build resilience. You create a reserve of energy that powers your journey, fuels your dreams, and propels you forward with unstoppable momentum. The choice is clear. You can surrender your energy to every irritation and distraction, or you can act as if nothing bothers you, safeguarding your power to grow, to create, and to thrive. This is the essence of true strength. This is the path to lasting transformation. Guard your energy fiercely. Protect your peace relentlessly. The power to change your life lies in how you choose to spend your energy. Choose wisely. Choose strength. Choose freedom. The voice inside your head is a powerful force shaping your reality. It can either break you down or build you up. When you act as if nothing bothers you, you begin to silence the inner critic that feeds on every negative thought, every doubt, every fear. This voice can be relentless, whispering that you're not enough, that you will fail, that you don't deserve peace. But you have the power to choose which voices to listen to. Choosing calm over chaos means choosing to listen to the voice of strength instead of fear. This shift transforms your inner dialogue from a battlefield into a sanctuary. Every time you push back against that critical voice, you reclaim a piece of your power. You build resilience by refusing to be controlled by negative self-talk. When challenges come, your inner strength rises because you have trained your mind to stand firm. Acting as if nothing bothers you becomes a form of mental armor, shielding you from destructive thoughts and reinforcing your confidence. This is not about ignoring problems or pretending they don't exist. It's about refusing to let fear and doubt dictate your actions or your worth. You have within you an unshakable core, one that doesn't need validation or approval. It exists beyond the noise, beyond the distractions, beyond the temporary setbacks. The more you feed this core with calm and confidence, the stronger it becomes. Your mindset shifts from reactive to proactive, from fearful to fearless. This is a fundamental transformation, one that rewires your brain to expect success and resilience instead of defeat and despair. Acting unbothered is the practice of nurturing that inner core until it becomes your foundation. This inner foundation creates a powerful ripple effect. When you believe in yourself deeply and quietly, your actions reflect that belief. You move through life with a sense of purpose and control that is unmistakable. Your presence becomes a statement of strength and stability. People sense it, even if you don't say a word. The way you carry yourself sends a message that you will not be easily shaken, that you are focused on what truly matters. This silent confidence is one of the most magnetic qualities you can possess. The road to this mental mastery requires consistent effort. Every moment you choose calm over reaction, every time you refuse to let negative thoughts control you, you strengthen the neural pathways of resilience and peace. Your brain begins to default to this state, making it easier to maintain calm in the face of adversity. This practice creates a new normal where you are no longer a victim of your own mind, but the commander of your thoughts. You shape your mental landscape with intention and clarity. Your transformation depends on this shift in your inner voice. When you act as if nothing bothers you, you are reclaiming control of your mind, your emotions, and your life. This control is the key to unlocking your full potential. It frees you from the chains of fear, doubt, and distraction. It allows you to rise into the person you were always meant to be, steady, strong, and unstoppable. The power to change your story begins now within the voice you choose to amplify. Choose strength. Choose peace. Choose yourself. The power to remain unshaken comes from a place deeper than circumstance, a place rooted in your identity and your beliefs. When you act as if nothing bothers you, you are not simply reacting to the surface level chaos around you. You are anchoring yourself to a deeper truth. This truth is that your worth, your strength, and your peace are not defined by external conditions. They exist independently of what happens outside. Real power comes when you realize this and make it your foundation. It's a quiet, unwavering strength that no storm can dismantle. Your identity is shaped by what you believe about yourself, and these beliefs determine how you respond to life's challenges. If you see yourself as fragile or vulnerable, you will constantly feel at the mercy of external forces. But when you begin to see yourself as resilient and capable, your reactions change. You start to act from that place of strength, even if the feeling isn't fully there yet. This is not pretending. It is training your mind and body to align with the person you want to become. Acting as if nothing bothers you rewires your identity until it becomes authentic. The mind and body work in unison to reinforce this identity. When you hold yourself with confidence, speak with calm authority, and move with steady purpose, you send signals to your brain that you are in control. Your nervous system responds by lowering stress hormones and increasing feelings of safety and power. This physiological shift strengthens your mental resolve and helps you maintain composure under pressure. The more you practice this, the more natural it becomes, until acting unbothered is no longer an act but your default state. This transformation creates a powerful feedback loop. The more you embody strength and calm, the more your experiences reinforce your new identity. Challenges that once shook you become opportunities to demonstrate your resilience. Criticism that once stung now bounces off an invisible shield of self-assurance. You no longer need external validation because your sense of self is solid and self-sustained. This is freedom. Freedom from the need to prove yourself. Freedom from emotional turmoil. Freedom to pursue your goals with clarity and focus. Living from this place of unshakable identity changes everything. Your decisions become clearer because they are not clouded by fear or doubt. Your energy becomes more focused because it is no longer wasted on worry or distraction. Your relationships improve because you bring calm and confidence, not chaos and reaction. Every area of your life benefits from this foundation of inner strength. Acting as if nothing bothers you is the gateway to becoming a person who inspires, leads, and creates with purpose. This journey demands commitment. It requires you to challenge old beliefs and practice new habits consistently. But the reward is profound, a life lived on your terms, guided by your inner truth rather than external turbulence. When you claim this identity, you claim control over your reactions, your emotions, and ultimately your destiny. You become a force that cannot be easily shaken because you have built yourself from the inside out. This is the essence of true power, quiet, steady, and unbreakable. Choose this power now. Choose yourself. The strength to act as if nothing bothers you lies in the mastery of your emotional response. Emotions are powerful currents that, when uncontrolled, sweep you away in waves of doubt, anger, or fear, but these currents can be navigated. When you learn to regulate your emotions instead of letting them dictate your actions, you reclaim control over your life. This emotional mastery is not about suppressing feelings. It's about acknowledging them, understanding them, and choosing how to respond. The moment you stop reacting impulsively to every disturbance, you gain power that others lack. Emotional mastery starts with awareness. It means recognizing the trigger before it hijacks your mind. When irritation rises, when anxiety tightens its grip, when disappointment knocks, pause. This pause is your moment of power. It is the space where you decide if you will let these feelings consume you, or if you will act as if they do not define you. Choosing calm in this moment rewires your brain, strengthening your capacity to remain unshaken in future challenges. This small act of control is the foundation for greater resilience. Every time you respond with calm instead of chaos, you reinforce a new pattern. You show yourself that you are bigger than any fleeting emotion. This creates confidence, a quiet, unshakable belief that no matter what comes, you can handle it. This belief changes everything. It fuels your courage to face discomfort head-on and keep moving forward. When you act as if nothing bothers you, you are practicing emotional bravery. You are training yourself to stand tall, even when the world shakes around you. This practice also frees you from the trap of overthinking and rumination. When you react emotionally, your mind often spirals into endless loops of worry or regret. But emotional mastery breaks this cycle. It anchors you in the present, allowing you to focus on solutions rather than problems. This clarity of mind enhances your decision-making and boosts your productivity. Acting unbothered sharpens your focus and aligns your actions with your deepest goals, rather than your fears. Beyond personal strength, emotional mastery elevates your relationships. When you control your reactions, you communicate calm and confidence. Others feel safer around you because you do not escalate conflicts or drama. Your steady presence becomes a source of support and inspiration. This creates deeper connections built on trust and respect. Acting as if nothing bothers you doesn't mean shutting others out. It means engaging from a place of strength and clarity, improving how you relate and influence. This emotional freedom is a gift you give yourself. It is the ability to live fully without being held hostage by fear, anger, or pain. It allows you to pursue your purpose with unwavering focus and resilience. Every time you choose emotional mastery, you move closer to a life of peace, power, and fulfillment. The path is simple but not easy. It demands practice and patience, but the payoff is profound. A life where you are the calm in the storm, the steady force no adversity can shake. This power is within your reach. Claim it now. Choose to master your emotions. Choose freedom. Choose strength. True power emerges when you learn to detach your sense of self from every external disturbance. The world will always throw challenges, criticisms, and disappointments your way, but none of these define who you are at your core. Acting as if nothing bothers you means rooting yourself in a self that is untouched by external chaos. This detachment is not indifference, it is clarity. It is the understanding that your value and peace come from within, not from what happens around you. This realization shifts your perspective and frees you from the endless cycle of emotional turmoil. Detachment requires discipline. It means observing the storm without being swept away by it. When harsh words or setbacks arise, you notice them, but refuse to absorb their power. You allow feelings to exist without letting them dictate your actions or cloud your judgment. This practice creates a mental boundary that protects your energy and preserves your focus. The more you practice detachment, the more you build immunity to the distractions and disturbances that once derailed your progress. This immunity becomes your shield, enabling you to move forward with unwavering determination. With this shield in place, you gain the ability to respond rather than react. Reacting is automatic and often fueled by emotion. Responding is intentional and rooted in control. When you act as if nothing bothers you, you create space to choose your response wisely. This space is where true power resides. It allows you to assess situations clearly, make better decisions, and maintain your composure. Over time, responding replaces reacting as your natural mode, transforming your interactions and outcomes for the better. Detachment also strengthens your resilience. Resilience is not about avoiding pain or difficulty. It is about bouncing back stronger after facing them. When you do not take setbacks personally, You prevent them from breaking your spirit. Instead, you view challenges as temporary obstacles, not permanent failures. This mindset shift increases your mental toughness and keeps your motivation alive. Acting as if nothing bothers you cultivates this toughness by training your mind to stay steady amid adversity, empowering you to persist until you succeed. Beyond resilience, detachment brings peace. Peace is not the absence of problems, but the presence of inner calm despite them. When you detach your sense of self from external events, you find a quiet center within. This center becomes your refuge, a place of strength you can return to at any moment. This peace fuels your clarity, creativity, and confidence. It sharpens your focus and aligns your actions with your purpose. The more you embody detachment, the more peace you experience, creating a powerful cycle of strength and serenity. Choosing detachment means choosing freedom, the freedom to live without being controlled by every disturbance or opinion. It is a conscious decision to rise above the noise and define your own path. When you act as if nothing bothers you, you claim this freedom fully. You become the steady force in your own life, unshaken by the storms outside. This is the power to shape your destiny with calm, clarity, and courage. This power is yours to claim now. Choose it. Choose freedom. Choose peace. Your mindset is the command center for every experience you encounter. It shapes how you perceive the world and how the world in turn responds to you. When you act as if nothing bothers you, you are not just masking your feelings. You are reprogramming your mind to operate from a place of strength and calm. This mindset shift rewires your brain to prioritize peace over panic, clarity over confusion, and action over hesitation. Every thought you allow, every belief you cultivate, feeds this powerful cycle of resilience and control. The key to sustaining this mindset lies in repetition and intention. Your brain learns through patterns. Each time you choose calm over chaos, you create a neural pathway that makes it easier to stay composed the next time adversity strikes. This is not magic, it is science. Your mind grows stronger with practice, and soon the default reaction becomes one of centeredness, no matter the storm. Acting as if nothing bothers you is the conscious training of your brain to become your greatest ally, rather than your harshest critic. When you operate from this mindset, you gain access to a profound well of inner strength that many never discover. This strength is quiet but relentless. It doesn't shout or demand attention. It simply persists steady and sure. It allows you to face setbacks without losing momentum, to hear criticism without losing confidence, and to walk through fear without stopping. This strength becomes a force field that shields you from distraction and discouragement, enabling you to move toward your goals with unwavering focus. The power of this mindset also transforms your relationship with failure. Failure no longer feels like a devastating blow, but a necessary step on the path to mastery. When nothing bothers you deeply enough to derail your efforts, you become fearless in the face of risk. This fearlessness is a superpower. It fuels innovation, courage, and growth. Acting unbothered means embracing failure as feedback rather than defeat, using every challenge as a lesson to sharpen your resolve. This mindset shapes your environment as well. People are drawn to those who remain calm under pressure because calmness signals confidence and reliability. By embodying this state, you inspire trust and respect without saying a word. Your energy influences how others perceive and respond to you, creating a positive ripple effect in your personal and professional life. Acting as if nothing bothers you turns you into a magnet for opportunity and collaboration because strength attracts strength. At its core, this mindset frees you from the chains of emotional reactivity that hold so many back. It allows you to reclaim your time, energy, and focus, investing them in what truly matters. It is the foundation upon which all meaningful change is built. When you choose to act as if nothing bothers you, you take control of your inner world, and by extension, your outer world. This is the gateway to lasting transformation, a transformation that empowers you to live boldly, love deeply, and achieve relentlessly. Choose this mindset now. Choose power. Choose peace. Choose growth. When you choose to act as if nothing bothers you, you step into a realm of unparalleled freedom. This freedom is not about ignoring reality or pretending pain doesn't exist. It is about mastering your response to it, rising above it, and refusing to let external forces dictate your inner state. This choice transforms your relationship with stress, conflict, and disappointment. Instead of being overwhelmed, You become the calm in the chaos, the steady anchor that holds firm regardless of the storm. This is a profound act of self-empowerment, one that rewires your brain and reshapes your life. Every moment you hold steady, you build a reservoir of resilience that strengthens with use. Resilience is not a fixed trait. It is a muscle that grows each time you choose calm over reaction. Acting as if nothing bothers you trains this muscle relentlessly. You condition yourself to withstand pressure without cracking, to absorb tension without breaking, and to maintain clarity when surrounded by confusion. This internal strength changes how you experience the world, allowing you to navigate challenges with grace rather than resistance. This grace under pressure also improves your clarity. When your mind is free from the fog of emotional reactivity, you see situations more clearly. You can assess problems objectively, weigh options rationally, and make decisions rooted in wisdom rather than impulse. Acting unbothered creates mental space for strategic thinking and creative problem solving. It empowers you to move beyond survival mode into a place of thoughtful action, where every step is deliberate and purposeful. Moreover, this state enhances your ability to connect deeply with others. When you are calm and centered, you communicate from a place of strength and presence. People sense your stability and are drawn to it. Your calm becomes a source of comfort and inspiration, encouraging others to rise above their own turmoil. Acting as if nothing bothers you doesn't mean shutting down or disconnecting. It means engaging with the world from a place of inner power and emotional intelligence, enriching your relationships through authenticity and steadiness. This approach rewires your brain to favor empowerment over victimhood. When you act unbothered, you claim responsibility for your emotional state. You refuse to give away your power to outside circumstances or people. This mindset dismantles the toxic cycle of blaming, complaining, and helplessness. Instead, it places you firmly in the driver's seat of your life, where you have the authority to choose your attitude, your reactions, and your path forward. The freedom gained through this mastery is the foundation for lasting transformation. It frees your energy, sharpens your focus, and fuels your courage to take bold steps toward your dreams. Acting as if nothing bothers you opens the door to living a life defined by intention rather than reaction, strength rather than fear, and growth rather than stagnation. This is not just a survival tactic. It is a way to thrive. This power is within you now, waiting for your command. Choose it, own it, live it. The path to acting as if nothing bothers you is paved with intentional practice and unyielding commitment. It requires more than a fleeting decision. It demands daily dedication to strengthening your mental and emotional boundaries. This practice sharpens your ability to maintain composure under pressure, turning challenges that once shook you into mere stepping stones on your journey. With every choice to remain calm, you deepen your capacity to face discomfort without surrendering your peace. This growing resilience becomes your lifeline, an unwavering foundation that supports you no matter what life throws your way. This commitment creates a shift in how you perceive obstacles. They transform from insurmountable barriers into temporary tests of your strength. Acting unbothered reframes adversity, allowing you to see setbacks not as failures but as opportunities for growth. This shift rewires your brain to search for solutions instead of dwelling on problems. Your focus becomes sharper, your energy more purposeful, and your will to persevere stronger. You stop giving power to the negative and instead channel your efforts into building the life you desire. With each step forward, the illusion of being bothered fades. You begin to experience a profound sense of control over your inner world. This control does not mean denying emotions or pretending they don't exist. It means mastering the art of choosing which emotions to engage with and which to release. Acting as if nothing bothers you is about rising above automatic emotional reactions, stepping into a place of conscious decision-making. This mastery nurtures self-trust and confidence because you know you can handle whatever arises without losing yourself. As your inner control grows, so does your ability to create space for calm reflection in moments of tension. This space is where true power resides. When you pause to breathe, to assess, to center yourself before responding, you break the cycle of reactive behavior. You create room for wisdom and patience to guide your actions. This pause transforms impulsive reactions into thoughtful responses, turning potential chaos into clarity and calm. Over time, this shift changes your entire experience of life. replacing turmoil with tranquility. This tranquility radiates outward, influencing every part of your life. Relationships deepen because you communicate from a grounded place, offering understanding rather than defensiveness. Your work improves because you face challenges with a clear mind and steady focus. Your creativity flourishes when your thoughts are not clouded by distraction or distress. Acting as if nothing bothers you is not about withdrawal or numbness. It is about engaging fully and fearlessly from a place of strength and peace. This level of engagement transforms you into a force of nature, steady, resilient, and unstoppable. You embody a presence that commands respect without demand, that inspires confidence without arrogance. You move through the world with an unshakable calm that opens doors and breaks barriers. This power to choose your state regardless of circumstance is the ultimate freedom. It is the key to living a life of purpose, passion, and profound peace. Embrace this power now. Claim your calm. Live your strength. The strength to act as if nothing bothers you is born from the relentless refusal to surrender your peace to external chaos. Every time you face discomfort or challenge, you stand firm in your resolve, knowing that your inner state is your most valuable asset. This strength is not weakness disguised, it is power refined. It demands courage to look at life's difficulties and say, "I will not let you define me." This declaration becomes your mantra, your shield against distraction and despair. With each repetition, your spirit grows stronger, your resolve deeper, and your mind sharper. Choosing this path means embracing discomfort without letting it consume you. Discomfort is inevitable, but suffering is optional. When you act as if nothing bothers you, you acknowledge pain and hardship but refuse to let them control your narrative. This subtle, yet profound shift transforms obstacles into teachers and trials into catalysts for growth. It rewires your brain to seek solutions and lessons rather than dwelling in victimhood. You learn to navigate storms with a steady heart and a clear mind, turning turmoil into opportunity. This unwavering mindset enhances your clarity. When you are not caught in the grip of emotional upheaval, your perception sharpens. You see problems more objectively and opportunities more clearly. Acting unbothered cultivates mental clarity that guides you away from impulsive decisions and toward thoughtful, strategic action. This clarity fuels your progress, allowing you to take deliberate steps that align with your goals and values. It becomes easier to prioritize what truly matters, filtering out distractions that once drained your energy and focus. Moreover, this state of calm fortifies your relationships. When you embody steadiness, others naturally gravitate toward your presence. Your calm becomes contagious, offering a safe harbor in a world often riddled with tension and uncertainty. Acting as if nothing bothers you does not mean you are distant or detached. It means you engage with the world from a place of strength and compassion. This balance creates deeper, more authentic connections, built on trust and mutual respect. Your calm becomes a gift you share with those around you. This gift extends to your own self-worth. When you refuse to be shaken by criticism, setbacks, or negativity, you affirm your value internally rather than seeking it externally. Acting unbothered is an act of self-love and self-respect. It means you recognize that your worth is inherent and not subject to the opinions or actions of others. This recognition liberates you from the exhausting cycle of approval-seeking and self-doubt. Instead, you root yourself in a powerful sense of identity that cannot be easily disturbed. Ultimately, choosing to act as if nothing bothers you is choosing freedom, the freedom to live intentionally, to love boldly, and to pursue your purpose without hesitation. It is a declaration that your inner world will not be held hostage by external turmoil. This freedom is not distant or unattainable. It is available to you right now, in this moment. The power to claim it lies within your ability to decide how you respond to life. Choose to stand firm. Choose to be unshaken. Choose to live with unwavering peace and unstoppable strength. True freedom comes when you stop giving your power away to things outside your control. Acting as if nothing bothers you is not about ignoring problems or emotions. It is about mastering the art of control over your mind and heart. This mastery is the foundation of inner peace and unstoppable strength. When you no longer react impulsively to every challenge or criticism, you reclaim your energy. You stop feeding the fire of anxiety, anger, and doubt. Instead, you redirect that energy toward creating, building, and becoming the person you were meant to be. This redirection is a profound shift. It transforms how you experience life itself. Instead of being tossed around by circumstances and opinions, you become the calm center in a whirlwind of change. This calm center is your true power. It is where courage is born, where confidence grows, and where clarity shines. Acting as if nothing bothers you lets you access this power at any moment. It allows you to move through difficulties without losing your balance or sense of self. By embracing this power, you create a new relationship with fear. Fear no longer controls your decisions or limits your potential. When you act unbothered, you face fear with steady eyes and a steady heart. You understand that fear is a signal, not a stop sign. It invites you to grow, to learn, and to step beyond your comfort zone. This courage to confront fear strengthens your resilience. It turns hesitation into momentum and doubt into determination. Every step forward becomes a victory over the doubts that once held you back. This transformation rewires your brain and changes your habits. Your mind becomes a fortress rather than a battlefield. Negative thoughts lose their grip because you refuse to let them dictate your emotions. Acting as if nothing bothers you cultivates a mindset of control, focus, and purpose. This mindset drives you to take consistent action. Even when conditions aren't perfect or when you feel uncertain, it fuels perseverance, the key ingredient that separates those who succeed from those who give up. The impact of this mindset extends beyond your personal journey. It influences how others perceive and interact with you. When you remain calm under pressure, you inspire trust and respect. People look to you as a source of stability and strength. Your presence becomes a beacon of hope for those struggling around you. This quiet influence grows over time, creating a ripple effect that elevates not just your life, but the lives of many others. Acting as if nothing bothers you is not just self-care, it is leadership through example. At its core, this practice is about reclaiming your sovereignty. You are no longer a passenger in your own life, reacting to every bump in the road. Instead, you are the driver, navigating with intention, focus, and unshakable calm. This is the ultimate freedom, the freedom to live on your terms, to pursue your dreams without fear, and to create a life of meaning and impact. The power to act unbothered is yours now. Seize it, nurture it, and let it transform everything you do. The foundation of acting as if nothing bothers you lies in your unwavering commitment to protect your inner peace. When you recognize that peace is a choice, not a circumstance, you begin to live with greater intentionality. You understand that every reaction you have is a decision, and every decision shapes the quality of your life. This awareness gives you a profound sense of control over your emotions, your mindset, and ultimately your destiny. It empowers you to refuse the chaos, negativity, and drama that seek to pull you off course. This refusal is an act of radical self-respect. It says to yourself and the world that you will no longer be a victim of external forces. Instead, you choose to be a warrior of calm, resilience, and clarity. This warrior does not fight with anger or bitterness, but with steady strength and gentle resolve. Each moment you choose peace over reaction, you grow stronger. You build a fortress of calm that shields you from the noise and distractions that threaten your focus and joy. This fortress is unbreakable because it is rooted deeply in your mindset, not in temporary conditions. Acting as if nothing bothers you also redefines how you handle criticism and negativity. Instead of allowing harsh words or unfair judgments to wound you, you learn to absorb them with grace and detachment. You recognize that these external opinions do not define your worth or truth. This detachment is a powerful shield that preserves your self-esteem and confidence. It frees you from the emotional roller coaster that comes with seeking approval or fearing rejection. With this freedom, you operate from a place of authenticity, unafraid to stand firm in your values and beliefs. This mindset shift also rewires your brain's response to stress. By choosing calm over chaos, you train your nervous system to handle pressure with ease. This physiological change is crucial because it prevents overwhelm and burnout. Acting as if nothing bothers you helps you maintain energy, focus, and clarity even in high-stress situations. Your ability to think clearly and act decisively becomes a competitive advantage, setting you apart in every area of life. This resilience under pressure is a form of mastery that few achieve but many desperately seek. Your journey toward this mastery is also a journey towards self-love. When you prioritize your peace and refuse to be rattled, you honor your own needs and boundaries. This self-love nurtures your growth and happiness because it demands that you treat yourself with kindness and respect. It encourages you to surround yourself with positive influences and to let go of toxic relationships or environments. Acting as if nothing bothers you is a radical act of care for your mental and emotional well-being, ensuring that you cultivate a life filled with purpose and joy. In embracing this way of being, you become a beacon of calm and strength to others. Your example shows that peace is possible even amidst chaos. You inspire those around you to seek their own inner calm and to reject the distractions that derail their potential. This ripple effect creates a community of resilience and courage. You are no longer alone in your pursuit of peace. You are part of a movement that values strength rooted in stillness. This power is yours now. Claim it fully, live it boldly, and let it transform every part of your life. The power to act as if nothing bothers you lies in the clarity of your mind and the depth of your self-awareness. When you cultivate this clarity, you are no longer a slave to fleeting emotions or external disturbances. Instead, you become the master of your inner world, guiding your thoughts and feelings with intention and strength. This mastery is not about suppressing emotions or pretending problems don't exist. It is about acknowledging reality while choosing to respond with calmness and focus. This choice rewires your brain, creating new neural pathways that favor peace over panic, action over avoidance, and resilience over surrender. This mental transformation ignites a profound shift in how you see yourself and your challenges. When nothing seems to bother you on the surface, it is because you have built an unshakable foundation within. Your identity becomes rooted in strength rather than circumstance. This foundation supports you when life feels uncertain, when stress tries to overwhelm, or when negativity creeps in. Instead of being tossed about by external forces, you stand grounded, immovable, steady, and serene. This steadiness doesn't just protect you, it propels you forward, providing the energy and focus to pursue your goals relentlessly. Acting as if nothing bothers you rewires your perspective on failure and setbacks. Instead of viewing them as devastating defeats, you see them as temporary hurdles, simply part of the process. This shift reduces fear and hesitation, empowering you to take bold actions without waiting for perfect conditions or guarantees. You become comfortable with discomfort, recognizing it as a sign of growth rather than a signal to retreat. This mindset builds grit, perseverance, and an inner fire that cannot be extinguished by failure or criticism. Each challenge becomes fuel for your transformation rather than a reason to give up. Your ability to remain calm in the face of adversity also influences your relationships and how you interact with the world. When you act unbothered, you radiate confidence and emotional stability that others naturally gravitate toward. This calm presence makes you a source of inspiration and support, even when you do not say a word. You communicate strength and compassion simultaneously, creating deeper, more meaningful connections. These relationships become a foundation of mutual respect and trust, enriching your life and giving you a network of support that sustains you through challenges. At the core of this practice is self-compassion. Acting as if nothing bothers you means treating yourself with kindness even when things go wrong or when you feel vulnerable. You refuse to harshly judge or criticize yourself, recognizing that you are human and deserving of grace. This compassion nurtures your mental and emotional well-being, helping you recover from setbacks faster and stay motivated longer. It transforms your inner dialogue from one of doubt and fear to one of encouragement and belief. This inner support system becomes your greatest ally on the path to lasting peace and achievement. Living this way, steady, clear, compassionate, unlocks a life of freedom and purpose. You no longer waste energy battling worries or resisting reality. Instead, you channel that energy into meaningful action and deep fulfillment. You embrace the present moment fully, knowing that your power comes from within, not from outside circumstances.